They thought you had a motorcycle because you're actually wearing gear.
Alright, you got it. Beyond position.
What's up, Motard fam? Motard Steve here. Bringing you another motor blow. Going to, well, I say pick up, not really. I'm going to provide an escort for my brother because school's back. And he's starting to take the moped back and forth to school. So I'm going to go, first couple days, I'm going to kind of escort him back and forth just so he gets familiar with the route. And so he doesn't feel real intimidated. Because, man, that's what I want to talk about. I know how it is. If you've never rode a bike before and you get into street riding, you know, you get your permit or something, and you first start riding on the street, man. You know, here you don't need a license to ride on the street. You can get a permit and then ride on that. You just can't ride at night. But, man, I know how it is, dude. It's scary when you first get on two wheels and you're riding on the street. I mean, to be honest with you, the first time you get on two wheels, it's kind of scary and foreign to begin with, just because it's so weird. There's not another feeling like it. You know, most people, like, they ride bicycles and stuff, but bicycles don't go fast enough for you to start really, like, feeling all the gyroscopic forces and stuff of, you know, turning a faster two-wheel vehicle and stuff. It's just, it really messes with people's heads. Like, the biggest thing that fucks with people is the whole counter steering. Like, I tried to explain to my brother at first. I'm like, hey man, if you're going around a corner and you want to tighten the turn up and you want to make the turn sharper, turn your bars to the right. And he's like, what? The bike's gonna go right, not left. And he's like, trust me. I'm like, trust me. Push the left grip forwards, the bike will steer harder to the left. And he's like, that makes zero sense. And I'm like, I know it makes zero sense. Like, he's just got his permit for driving a car, and he's been driving a car for a little bit. So, I mean, he's familiar with how to drive and everything, but he's still new to it, and I know how easy it is to get, like, so confused and overwhelmed with riding two wheels for the first time, man. It's scary. It's a scary thought. Because, I mean, you guys all know how it is riding on the street. People are stupid. And I hate to make it sound like I'm calling all car drivers stupid. That's not what I'm saying, but people out on the street in the car, the majority of them are fucking idiots. Fucking idiots. And it's the cell phones, man. It's the cell phones that does it most of the time. People riding in the car, texting their BFF. Hey, what you doing? Just doing 50 down the road with my freaking multi-ton heap of metal on wheels. That's dangerous, man. It's freaking dangerous. And then to even add fuel to the fire, he's on a moped, man. A moped will do 40, 45 on a good flat or downhill. I mean, that's just going to irritate people that even are paying attention. They're going to get irritated. They're going to pass you. A lot of people don't give you enough space when they pass you. Believe it or not, I used to rock the moped life going back and forth to college. I mean, it's cheap transportation. Gas doesn't cost a lot. Doesn't cost a whole lot to maintain it. I mean, come on. A scooter takes about a quart of oil. I mean, that's what, $5, $6? Change the oil every now and then, put gas in it, and just have fun, go to town. Very, very cheap vehicles to have. And that's why they're popular amongst college students and stuff, because they're cheap as hell, man. College students don't got no money. They already start life off in debt anyway. You know, they can't do like that. You know, if they get in a sticky situation, they can't just accelerate out of the danger. You know, it's scary, man. I would be lying if I didn't say, like, I have anxiety that he's riding on two wheels, man. It's freaking scary. I know how stupid people are. And, like, I dread the day I get that phone call where he's like, hey, man, I got hit. Or, you know, someone else calls me and says, hey, dude, your brother went down. He's pretty bad. Man, it scares the hell out of me, man. It scares the ever-living hell out of me, man. And, you know, that's kind of the thing. A lot of people, like, ask riders, like, dude, why do you ride? It's so dangerous, man. And just, it's hard to explain, dude, but it's just the fun, dude. The fun is worth it. It sounds corny as hell, but man, the freedom of two wheels is worth it. You know that saying? It sounds corny as shit, I know. But the saying, 4 wheels moves the body and 2 wheels moves the soul. I don't understand how it works, but it's just how it works, man. To me, it's like the adult version of when you're a kid and you rip around the neighborhood on your BMX bike or your bicycle with all your buddies, and you know, you just have a good old time, go around, explore, frickin' just have fun, man. That's motorcycles for me. I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be a Supermoto either. You know, I can have fun on a cruiser. I've had a Magna before. I've had a sport bike before. You know, I can pretty much have fun on anything with 2 wheels. Even a scooter, man. I can have fun on a scooter if I wanted to. Just 2 wheels, man. The freedom to just be able to do this. It's just fun, man. Very scary when you first get into it. Very scary. Because, you know, in a car, the whole car doesn't lean over as you're going through a turn, you know? It's very scary and very alien and foreign. Oh, hey, here comes a train, I think. Let me move on up before I get hit in the face with the frickin' crossing guard. But you know, man, it scares me, man. What about you guys? You guys got any relatives or any, like, close friends, relatives, whatever, that have gotten into riding this summer and it kind of irks you? It kind of irks you because you know the kind of crap we deal with. And, you know, again, I'm not trying to, like, insult car drivers and make them look like they're freaking idiots and don't know how to drive, but I'm telling you, man, between the phones and all the technology we got in cars these days, man, people are just distracted. Nobody pays attention like they used to. And it's scary as hell to be on 2 wheels because, you know, God forbid something happens when you're in a car. Oh, man, you totaled your car. You messed your car up. You know, if you're smart and you wear your seatbelt and you don't go like 100 miles per hour, you know, chances are you get in a wreck in your car's probably totaled, or, you know, you got a couple $1,000s worth of repairs. But, you know, that's about it. A bike, man, you can hit a car going 20, 25 miles per hour and have a real fucked up day. You know, you could die, dude. If the circumstances are right, if all the variables line up, a low-speed crash into another vehicle could kill you on a bike. I mean, I don't mean to scare anybody thinking about riding, but yeah, it is way more dangerous to ride a bike. As far as crashing into something, it is way more dangerous. But to me personally, I feel like on a bike, once you get experienced with how it controls, how it handles and everything, to me, I feel like I could avoid a crash way better on a bike than I could a car, especially a Supermoto. You can't evade, you are smaller, which is a good and bad thing because people aren't going to see you because you're smaller. That's one reason why, believe it or not, I rock the high-vis orange helmet, because a lot of people don't know. If you don't know, the highest point on your body is the helmet when you're riding a bike. Therefore, it's the most level with other drivers' eyes. So having a bright helmet will help you a lot, more so than having a bright bike. Believe it or not, even with my bright helmet and my white bike, I still have idiots pull out in front of me. Not so often, and I'm not saying that's the helmet or that's the color of the bike. I mean, it very well could be. It could be. You know, I could be more visible to drivers because I'm driving a white bike with a bright high-vis orange helmet. I mean, I've never crashed. I mean, I've looped. I don't consider that a crash because, you know, that's my own damn fault for trying to do wheelies and not knowing how to use the brake, which, you know, of course now I'm real good about using the brake. But, you know, I've never had an accident or a crash, just street riding, like normal street riding. You know, even when people pull out in front of me, I've always stopped in time. I've always avoided a wreck, everything. Hey, it's Shaun of the Dead over there. You got red on you.
Hi.
Your blinker's on.
No, it's not.
It was.
Why is it on?
Because you probably left it on from when you turned in here. They thought you had a motorcycle because you're actually wearing gear.
Alright, you got it. Beyond position.
I mean, I've been showing them about counter steering, and I think the main thing, especially with scooters, because they can't go fast and they know they're an annoyance to people, they tend to hug the right shoulder. And that makes right turns so hard because you start off like on the inside of the turn, and you go to turn right, you're going to go wide in the end. What am I doing? Shifting up into second. All right, go back into first. Seriously? I mean, he's getting more comfortable with it. It's just, like I said, man, it's so different from a car because you're not wobbling back and forth. And it's just, a lot of people are scared of hitting the ground. I know I was when I first got on a bike, man. I was scared of hitting the ground. That's why it's so important for new riders to wear gear. That's why I cringe when I see new riders that's just like, oh yeah, man, I'm gonna just ride, you know, with some gloves and no helmet or nothing. And it's just like, dude, you're gonna wreck. Sooner or later, I mean, you may not wreck for a little while, but eventually you're gonna wreck and you're gonna wish you had a helmet on when you smack your damn head up against the damn asphalt. I know almost everybody watching this video has probably hit their head at least once or twice in their life, whether it was from a motorcycle accident or anything. Trust me, now having a helmet on is going to suck. That's why I kind of think, I mean, people can say, oh, it's restricting my freedoms, but I kind of think every state should have a helmet law. It's common fucking sense, man. It's just, I mean, honestly, no hate intended. I don't mean to offend any squids, but dude, fucking wear a helmet at least, minimum, man. Minimum, wear a helmet and some gloves and some good footwear. You know, sure, skimp on a jacket if you want to, skimp on pants if you want to, but man, at least wear some good footwear and some good freaking gloves and a helmet, man. At least, minimum. Because number one, you hit your head on the freaking asphalt, you're gonna fuck your head up. Number two, whenever you do fall, the first thing usually to hit the ground, if it's not your head, is your freaking hands. Because you try to brace yourself. You don't got good gloves on, man, you're gonna tear your damn hands up. You know, along with this topic, if you're a new rider or you're about to get your first bike or you just got your first bike or you're even thinking about riding, man, some basic tips to stay alive on the street is, number one, always assume you're invisible. Always assume people don't see you. Just always assume people are going to do the stupidest fucking thing, pull out in front of you, like merge over into you. Just always assume they're going to do that, man. And you'll be all right. You know, try not to go over the speed limit if you can help it, at least until you get real comfortable with your brakes and everything. You know, wear gear, obviously, for when the inevitable moment, because there's going to be some times where a crash is just really like out of your control. Like you can try to fight it and fight it and fight it as much as you can, but you never know, man. There could be some oil slick in the middle of a turn. There could be some gravel in the middle of the road. Some idiot can pull out in front of you last minute and there's just no way you can stop. You know, wear gear for when the inevitable moment that you do get in a wreck, at least you got gear to like try to like lessen the blow, man. I'm not saying if you have gear, you're not going to die or you're not going to get hurt, but trust me, getting in a wreck with gear versus not gear, you're going to be a lot better off with gear. Oh, I got a beard hair in my mouth. Ooh, it's hot. I was real smart when I first started riding, you know. I didn't do wheelies. I didn't do anything like that. I just rode around, got used to my bike, and that's really the best thing you can do, man. When you're a new rider, yeah, it's cool to ride with people, but you need to ride a lot by yourself. Because that way you're more likely to do things at your own pace and kind of learn things your own way. I mean, obviously you should take an MSF course. It's really helpful if you do, or at least study like something like twist of the wrist or something like that. Oh yeah, he's got it, man. I seen him take that turn. He's getting pretty good with it. He was real bad with right turns before, man. Real bad. He's getting pretty good with them though, man. That's good. That makes me feel a little better. That's like my worst fear is either someone pulling out in front of him or before him making a right turn and going into the oncoming lane or something and getting clipped. But I mean, I don't know, man. He's getting better with it. He's getting better with it. Oh. Plywood. Don't run over that. Fucking shit in the road all the time, dude. That's another thing y'all watch out for, man. Hell, you guys probably see my Instagram post, but I got whacked in the fucking ankle with a giant ass tree branch, man. I thought it was a stick, but found out it was a tree branch like this big around. I ran over it last minute because dumbasses were, it was a narrow road and people were parked on the side where they shouldn't be. And then frickin' people were coming the oncoming way, basically in the middle of the damn road. So I got over on the shoulder, ran over this giant tree branch at like 20 miles per hour. But anyway, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this little video, man. Let me know what you guys think about the whole new rider thing. You know, what's some tips maybe I didn't mention? Let me know down in the comments. Be sure to let me know what you think down there. Be sure to subscribe, give this video a like, all that good stuff. And I'll see you dudes in the next one, man.